Father Phil here. Our reflection today is, what do we believe about the Sacrament of Holy Orders? We refer to it as the other sacrament of vocation, the other one being, of course, marriage. First, it's good to understand that the Sacrament of Holy Orders is a threefold sacrament. It includes ordination to the diaconate, whether it's the permanent diaconate or the transitional diaconate, ordination to priesthood, and ordination as a bishop. Each of those is an ordination, and they are all part of the Sacrament of Holy Orders. So the three of them form the wholeness of this sacrament, and each of them is a sharing in the ministry of Jesus Christ, a ministry of the church and for the faithful people of God. We believe that this remarkable ministry is rooted in the earthly ministry of Jesus Christ. So it is a ministry like his that is not for its own sake, but for the sake of all of those who are members of the family of God, no matter who they are or where they are. We believe that the call to priesthood comes from the urging of the Holy Spirit. It is a mysterious event, and I personally cannot say that it happened in a particular moment or as a result of the influence of only one person. For me, and I suspect for many priests, the call to priesthood was an evolving journey, and is an evolving journey. I don't think that I really chose to be a priest until I was lying prostrate on the floor of the church in my home parish in those few moments before the actual ordination was pronounced by the presiding archbishop. Many people have asked me over the years, and that was 52 years ago. So I've been asked a lot of times, when did you decide to be a priest? And I've never had a very succinct answer. So I decided there was a simple answer to this question. When did you decide to be a priest? And I say, this morning. It's not meant to be simplistic, it's not meant to be flippant, but I believe that every one of us, whether we have vocation as a single person, whether our vocation is in marriage or ordained, because we are all baptized, and every day we consciously decide that the vocation in life that we have will be the one that we will live out to the best of our gifts that day. We repeat that common baptismal commitment every day of our lives. We believe, we, the church, that the Sacrament of Holy Orders is a sharing in the obedient sacrifice of Christ himself. That our life, like his, is to be poured out on behalf of others. We also believe that the priesthood of the church was initiated by Christ when he chose his disciples to go out to the ends of the earth, to teach, to baptize, to preach the good news of the gospel. The theology and the exercise of the priesthood evolved over the centuries. We don't, of course, have time to explore that history. And what we know and see today is also the result of the changing face of the church in the world. There are questions about what the priesthood will look like in the future. What will priests be called to do? How will priests minister in a changing church, a multicultural society? All kinds of questions like that. But we will, I believe, always return to the heart of the priesthood, the heart of this sacrament, which is the compassionate, willing, and generous love of Christ poured out for others. We will always be echoes of that, traces of that in our understanding of holy orders. For me, priesthood has been and continues to be a great joy. I recommend it. Please, my friends, pray for me, for all priests, deacons, and bishops, that we never lose that joy or the love of who we are